Hey guys, Sin of Saints here, and welcome to my channel. Sorry for the confusing sound on my voice. I wasn't sure if I pressed the right button or not, so I had to double check. Anyways, what's up guys? So last video I told you I had some stuff in the works, trying to figure out what would work out well and what wouldn't. So right now you're gonna see me take you into a little bit of Total War Arena. Then after that I'll take you into well, I'm not gonna take you into it now. After that I'm gonna start working on my recording for my Let's Play series I'm gonna do. I decided I'm gonna do Kingdom Come Deliverance. It's an RPG set way back when. I'm not going to edit it. There will be some mature content. I know the game shows some bosoms. So, I mean, I don't know. YouTube might be like, hey, you got to do this. And if they tell me that, then I'll do whatever. But, before those episodes release, I'll be sure to include mature content warnings. What's that? A message from Xbox Live. I'll have to check it out. Anyway, I believe it's been so long since I've done this, so you might, yeah, okay. So, anyways, here we go, guys. So we've done, now the games I'm showing are going to be tier 4 games, but I did just recently unlock the tier 5 Barbarians for Arminius. I've been kind of enjoying them. I don't know if I will like the tier 5s because they don't have javelins, they have shield dash or slam or whatever. But let's go down here. I was going to show you some of her videos, but they all desynced. I think. I know this one and this one did. I'm not going to show you this one because I literally don't do anything in that fight. The middle of Hadrian's Wall, the enemy went heavy on both flanks, but left the middle literally completely open, and we just walked in. Of course, I went in around the flank, so I saw a little bit of action, but then what I saw completely left, so I was like, okay. This one was really good, desynced. This one was really good, it desynced. This one was really good, but didn't desync, but for 7 minutes of video, I don't really consider it worth it. This one is a Ninja Cap. This one is a really good game. We'll show you these two. We'll start with this one. This has some excellent team play between myself and my buddies Darkness and Leo. Of course, I do the only natural thing. I run into the forest here, and Darkness and Leo push up the center. These are not fully upgraded. They're tier 4 in a tier 5 and tier 6 game. So I am literally the lowest tier in this game. I do see this cav over here, and I begin preparing to throw javelins out of the woods on it, and then I see this cav, and so I'm like, well, crap. So charge in at them. Don't really do a whole lot, but they get the point, and we do a little bit of damage to them. So, whatevs. Somehow, Arminius went from the very front to, like, literally the back of our formation. And I'm just hopping on with them now, seeing if this works well for videos. Hopping onto the commander like this and just following him through the battle. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. I guess it just depends on what's happening. For this battle, though, it works pretty freaking well. Of course, right now you see Darkness taking a nice early spot. And Leo and I kind of dropping down low right now. But that does change later on in the battle. So, Darkness calls out the artillery, so that's what I'm going for primarily, as is he, and is Leo as well. We're all just pushing him. I run out of the forest behind our spears go out over there. Really interesting things are happening right here. I would say that we are winning. Well, obviously we're winning, but I'd say we're winning because we have really nice control of the battlefield. This guy gets a little bit close, too close for my comfort, so I make sure he knows that I know that he's there and that I won't have none of his funny business. So we continue riding. They're getting set up. It's sort of a dangerous position right now with the Greek cav at our back, but not too concerning. Our cav smashing in, Leo getting a wonderful charge. I went to scare off the cav because it kind of turned around. Leo starts mopping up some units, and then Darkness and I are both going for the same unit here. I get my charge in, deal my damage. So this artillery's fucked, obviously. Leo hunting down this last bit of units with a little bit of support from Darkness. We finish up, and I run immediately into the woods. I don't know what their cav is doing, tier 6, tier 5. Anyways, originally I did not know that was tier 2 javelins, and I don't think Darkness did too, because our original thought was, hey, we need to focus down the javelins. But they're tier 2s. They're not of any consequence to us whatsoever. So I'm just kind of running here, letting the battle kind of get closer to being a thing. And now I come out of the woods. Obviously he sees me and starts to try to pull back. But there is no way in hell he's going to outrun Miltiades, so he just tries to form up. Nice little javelin throw. I was aiming for the javelins, but did not necessarily get them. And then our Leo gives us a nice little wall to try to push our men through. That's cool. Get some good routes going. And you gotta respect these guys. They actually came back and tried to stop us and saw what was going on. Same with these archers. Like, they tried. It was futile, but they tried. Of course, the archers are coming. Archers are not good for me. They're not good for Darkness either. But we sort of spread out. He tells us to go cap. Darkness does, but fuck that, I guess. So this guy is trying real hard. Originally, I was going to come around the right-hand flank. Then I was like, oh, well, he's coming this way, so I'm going to go this way. And then he goes that way, and I'm like, motherfucker. So I run back around, do a nice little throw, get my damage off, see the main engagement happening here. I'm gonna unlock off my commander. So I route this unit, he destroys that unit. The main fight's going on here. The spears are now routed because I got behind them and started attacking. Just some really beautiful team play. Granted, we were isolating everyone so well, which, I mean, speed, momentum, and violence here. There's no way they could stop us. So, it's back to the cap point for us. I may even have one more video to show. Because really, that's all that happens in this video. The rest of it. You can see we're farming points. You can see top 3. Our points just keep ticking up. This is a really great game for Darkness and a good game for Leo and myself as well. So we'll have 5,500. Yeah, so a really high game for all of us. Really nice game. In the end, it was just kind of like, well, at this point, we've all gotten pretty much the cap, so I'm just going to sit there and cap it. This was another really good game. Again, I'm running tier 4s right during these videos that I'll be showing. I really like the Barbarian Swordsmen with the javelins because they're so fast, and those javelins, while they don't do as much damage as the Pila, they offer more range, so you can actually hit people from like the forest and then run off and hide. Like, they make such a really great hit and run unit. And most of the Barbarian Swordsman units do have javelins, but the tier 5s don't, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to like them in comparison. But we will see. Probably not going to like them as much. These tier 4s are really deadly all the way up to a tier 6 unit if you play them right. Now, obviously, you don't prefer to go against a tier 6 unit, but they're still deadly. Darkness spawned here, went all the way around. Leo spawned out over in here somewhere and went through there as well. I spawned back here, ran up through here, and I'm trying to stay as hidden as possible. I do run out in the open here, but they don't seem to have anything that would spot me. So I keep moving. Darkness finally bumps into some archers. So I continue running these bad boys on up here. I'm going to try to keep a view on everything that's going on. For a while it'll be me and Darkness primarily while Leo tries to catch up. With Miltiades, the Pikes tried to come back and do something, and then Darkness just ran around them, because that's the thing. And their own artillery hit them pretty hard. Now I'm going to hit them, like, about as hard as their artillery hit them with some javelins, and now I'm going to run off. And I'm just going to kind of keep harassing them. One of my guys didn't throw their javelin, so I went ahead and got that toss off. Archers hit me a little bit. Nothing I'm concerned about. Leo with his spears. Sorry, it's Miltiades. Sometimes you get confused whether it's Cav or not. So my javelin toss is back up, and I'm gonna be looking to use it because I don't really have any fights that I can take head on right now. Darkness chased off the artillery, and he's just gonna kind of run around, harass them, get them again. I was trying to get a javelin toss off, but I couldn't quite get them in range for whatever reason. So I'll go after the archers. Their artillery moved way out over here. Darkness, I guess, thought it moved out up there or something. I don't know. But as you can see, just absolutely eating these archers alive. And Leo has already maneuvered around this guy. I feel bad sometimes playing low tiers because some of these guys are really new, and you can tell by the way they play. So I'm just gonna finish up this while he chases down him. I see the pikes. Pikes are never something I really want to fight if I can avoid it. We now have archer support, which is cool. This is a Kanani spear unit, so I'm not concerned about it as being like super deadly or anything. Which that charge did not do nearly as much damage as what I was hoping. But I do have a little gift for him. And so I'll just leave him to do his thing. Darkness caught these guys in close range melee, so he's gonna eat these guys alive. And really not sustain much for losses. Of course, we have our archers just destroying the enemy right now. Leo fighting some Roman swords of a lower tier. Darkness moving around. I'm circling back this way. Don't know what my goal is right now. My goal is these pikemen, apparently. No. Yes, maybe? Yeah. So I hit them with a quick javelin toss, which takes out another significant amount of their forces. And so since this is our only threat to our range over here, I go for it. We rout them. So now they're running away. We rout the spears because bad management skills. And then we just eat them alive. Sustaining quite a bit of friendly fire, honestly. And then Darkness gets a nice rear flank here. And that's that. Of course, it gets really close to losing, and then some cavalry, I guess, did their job. And these pikes, I don't know what their actual goal here was. But, yeah. So we just kind of walk into their base and capture it while he just sits there and looks pretty. Which there's way more of us in here than the enemy, so we will ultimately cap. I don't know why Darkness sent this unit back. I really don't think it ever would have got there in time. He suddenly decides, hey, maybe I should do something. But it's too late. I need to disable Discord from popping up. So, I got time, I'll run one more video through here. Maybe. Yeah, here we go. Hadrian's Wall, 9-minute video. Oof. This is a solo game that I just had, and it turned out really well, so our middle section here fails pretty heavily, but our flank right here wins, so we ultimately win the game? Unless this desyncs. We'll see. So, see the cav early on. Not concerned about it. But he does seem a little concerned about me, so he runs off. Which I'm fine with. If I don't have to fight them, I'm not gonna. So, we continue moving. See, they're pulling back because pikes. And I come through because Barbarian. Their cav does not want none, so he does the smart thing and runs away. The slingers are gonna run out down here, so they're not even in the fight anymore, really. Does take a few pops at our cav, but that's it. They're in a hard retreat, which is understandable. In shield screen, which ultimately messes up what I do here a little bit, because I throw these javelins, and most of it gets blocked, unfortunately, but what can you do? So, I tried pinging these guys during the fight. I don't know if they noticed or not. That's a huge hit that the enemy just got. So, I move up to try to support. Somehow, I don't know, like, what I could have really done to help, honestly. Threw some javelins, took some Pila, but not anything too bad. I actually did better than they did. So I draw out some of their reinforcements, hopefully giving our guys a chance, because now they don't have to deal with that. Throw up a few javelins again. I went through my javelins really quick in this match, but just kind of trying to help out. Send one unit to hold back the Romans, which actually works really well. Because he was targeting one of these units and not that unit, which is nice. Now this unit does take some losses, but this guy is done for. Done for is hick for done for. So. Anyways, shoot him up real quick, spit him back out. We're losing up here. He's saying, you know, come help me. I'm dying. I need that barbarian juice, that love. So, obviously, I come to help him. Charge, countercharge that a little bit, but we rout his largest unit, which is the whole goal of that charge. Back here, he's fighting Cav, so Cav and some of their swords, but routing their biggest units. Super huge right now. And of course, it's just picking off these last few units. Get hit by the cav here, it hurts. But it's still not enough. Of course, they start pulling out, so they take huge amounts of damage, which I'm fine with. Just kind of spreading my guys out here. Take out these swords. Then I switch to Germanicus himself. Germanicus breaks. Got another group I tried to do my best to avoid. Of course, I take a little bit of damage, not too concerned. Our cav comes in. You can see the fight is pretty heavily in our favor. Having trouble routing this unit, which is really annoying because it's like one dude, but then he just dies. So we go to take out whatever's left. I actually think I caused my own dude to rout. No, I bet what happens if you watch it, I bet he'll pop Force March and routes himself. It's just when he does it at the same time I charged. So you can see we got the victory here, and we're going to go and cap. That'll be number 3's position when it's all said and done. Yeah, see, I charged, and he routed. He had to have popped Forced March. So, go figure. Dude routes himself. Whatever. So, final part of the Tier 4 video. You'll have a little bit of point farming, because why not? That's literally all that happens. And then they fight here. This is why I said we didn't really do too well. Because just this whole area was kind of bad. Honestly, if I had realized it was as bad as it was, well, we do have some Roman infantry. Yeah, no, if I had realized it was as bad as it was for us back over here, I probably wouldn't have been point farming as much. Because we could have lost that. Could have. It was unlikely, but we could have. Anyway, guys, that is the video, and I will talk to y'all later. Sin of Saints out.